now if we go into crypto, let's go to Bitcoin. Talked about this for a while. The 2022 move is back and forth, explosion higher. There's 3, 4, 5. And this is max momentum right here, max volume right there, or pretty close to max volume. And then we get this congested mess, correction into 2024, followed by another explosion higher. Volume expanded and just barely went above the third wave high, but momentum did not. And so the question is this the end of the third wave right here? And this is 4, which means this is 1, 2, and then we see a move up to like 200 if that's the case. Or is the blue count correct? And we're getting a 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is a 5th wave, and we get one more little swing up to 125-ish, maybe 130, and then that's it. Those are the questions. We're kind of, I think the easy part of Bitcoin is over. The easy part was in here. All this was very easy. You saw us buying with abandon, with very little risk management or concern. You can look at it, all of our free articles. We've been writing Bitcoin is bullish since here. And now I'm finally starting to talk about, I don't know, it's looking like there's more risk in the picture now. So we'll find out. But here's the smaller count time frame I'm looking at. So the blue count would say that we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and we get one more swing up into like 120, 124, 128, 130, somewhere like that. I've talked about this time period for quite a while. When you start looking at Bitcoin's long-term cycles. Let's see here. Right here, this is a monthly chart. There's this cluster coming up right here in July, which we're approaching it, right? So let's say we push up into this cluster and start making new highs on lower volume and lower momentum. I'm sorry, that's not good. You'll probably see us start taking some gains, or more gains. However, if we get this move right here, you see how it's kind of this overlapping mess. I would say this is an A, this is a B, and then we get a 5-wave move down to like 91, maybe like 87 into that July time factor. In other words, this would be setting up for a 2nd wave right there. Then we're in business. That's good. That's bullish. We'd be buying that and we'd be upping our targets. That target would be around like the 180s to 200s. Okay. So we'll have to see. One step at a time. We know what matters. This time frame is going to matter a lot. July. Are we trending up into it or down into it is going to be the big question. And the setup will allow for both right now. Moving on to coin. So this is the big picture in coin. It's a diagonal. See 1, 2, 3. That's 1. There's your 2nd wave. I have A, B, C for the 3rd wave right there. And then that was 4. We just finished 4. And look, it's pretty clearly a 3-wave move. 1, 2, and vertical 3 right there. So the question is, and this lines up with Bitcoin, are we doing it? Are we almost there? Are we going to see like maybe a move up to like 400 and then it's over? I said last week that Coinbase was going to be the tell because it hadn't made a new high. Well, it just made a new high, so it's not going to be. It's right in line with Bitcoin. The next move lower, whether it's going to be minor correction before a bigger blow off, is going to be 3 waves, or if this is the top, the next move is going to be 3 waves. So it's not going to be very clear until we start kind of getting some bounces. However, this is the big question, and I think Bitcoin is going to be the determining factor as of right now. Is Bitcoin going to break out with Coinbase and move higher the next few days, or are we going to see something like this where this is a larger A wave in green, we get a B wave back into this zone, and then we get a big blow-off move up to like the 650s or something like that? That would be fantastic. And that would line up with Bitcoin going up to like the 200s. Okay? So we'll find out. We're going to find out pretty soon.